So last night I watched 43, the Richard Petty story, and it's enjoyable stuff, this. It reminded me a lot of The Last American Hero, which would come out the following year, starring Jeff Bridges, charting the rise of a young NASCAR driver. This is much the same, however, what this lacks in production value, it makes up for in the fact this is obviously a true story. It's less a Richard Petty biopic and more a Lee Petty biopic, really. It's interesting in the fact that it follows the 70s trend where people would play themselves in a movie. In this case, Richard Petty plays himself. That in itself is something I always find interesting. It's kind of cartoonish in its presentation, but that kind of makes it work even better than if it was a really serious movie. It's obviously a B movie, but it's a fascinating time capsule on the origins of a real American and motorsport legend. I don't know enough about Petty to comment on him in any great detail, but I do know that he continued racing for at least a few more years after the release of this, and that he's widely considered the greatest of all time in NASCAR. I don't know if that was an opinion widely held at the time of this release, but I'd be interested to know. It's a very scarcely reviewed and logged film on Letterboxd. I think it's only got 33 logs, including mine, but it's clearly been properly produced and features solid actors like Darren McGavin and LQ Jones, who we saw the other day in White Lightning. I'd be interested to hear how this did at box office when it was released way back when. I can imagine it actually did pretty well. I had a good time watching this. I'd like to have seen a better version. I think the one that I saw was a VHS rip, and I don't know if a better one actually exists. But I had a good time. I'm going to give it a 3 star.